Hello, everybody. Rick Sarah live. How are you all tonight? I hope that you're well. I'm coming on for a few minutes just to let you know that I am about to release a video. I think it's a little cute, plus a little funny, and certainly it's a good diversion from everything going on today and going on in the last weeks and what will go on for who knows how long. Blake Amdraberry. Is that right? What the heck was that? Amdradian Ruby. Oh, I never heard that name. That's one I have to work on to pronounce properly. Joe, Jackie, Bruce, Tyler, April, Stella, Swave, Annika, Music, Jeff, and Barb BW. And R. Kelly, I love you all. And Josh and Ariel. And What's Your Name, Son? And Earl of Baltimore. And yes, all I'm going to do is just list the names of people who come on. And Laura. So I did export, run the rendering, didn't like what came out, made a few more adjustments, started rendering again. Of course, after I finish with this, I'll double check it, and then I'll try to upload it to YouTube. So it could be a little later tonight, but if you don't have to go anywhere tomorrow, you'll be able to see it tonight. Or tomorrow, if you are one of the lucky, I should say, at least you're working anyway. Whether you're lucky is another qualifier. You may be lucky to have unemployment coming in and be able to stay home and not get out in this. Hello, Dr. Leonard. Yeah, I'm tired of the virus bullshit too. Even though I spoke about it last night, if you're a follower of Dan Bell, the podcast, I returned for the first time in weeks. I'm sorry you got laid off today, but you feel safer at home, so good. Hopefully, you've been a reasonable saver and not a big spender. But Corona beer is good. I love Corona. Very smooth. I like that and Soul and, you know, I'm doing fine. School's out. I know. School's out. It's a bummer. Quarantine. The virus lover. Oh well. And I do drink lower end beers normally, like it's down there. You can see. Oh, whatever. Yingling is down there, and another case of water because, as you know, Rick drinks lots of water, right? Your 30th birthday. Oh, that's so great. Happy birthday, Nirvana. And I hope that you experience some Nirvana. I can't even speak. All right, so my video's rendered about 20%. I have been on unemployment, but it was ancient times. Certainly not during an emergency like this. I think that you need to take into consideration this is a little different than just a layoff from a job because your company doesn't have enough work. This is a cascading economic failure because of the stress and customers not being able to go to stores doesn't help. Of course, you can shop online, but then who is going to deliver your stuff? We need people to do that. You live in MA. I'm saying MA is Massachusetts. I hear it's very wet, not very nice up there in the Northeast. Even in my town of Baltimore, it's still not very nice. Thank you, Fat, from Greenville, South Carolina. Love back to you. So, I haven't done any broadcast since the last time. Got a little heavy, of course, with everything. Yeah, well, at least your friend, the pathologist, is a doctor. Hopefully they can help. But yeah, I hope all the little stores can survive so that I can do a shopping with Rick like I wanted to. So I could do some more shoots down here like I wanted to. I may still try to sneak out and do ghost hunting stuff because that's at night and who's around, especially in a cemetery. That's probably where I'll go next, unless I go to some location I'm not aware of. But these friends I made just recently to help me to at least get started at one location. I think I need to get a little more footage, maybe daytime footage. Hey, the Explorers, the same people I'm talking about, Nick and Heidi, hello. The Explorers have been helping me out, and we have teamed up to do some stuff. And the Explorers have come out of hibernation to reactivate, right, Nick? Buying new stuff, creating stuff like a cage like device to hold his cameras. Nick's going crazy. Heidi, just a little concerned about going out with this stay at home order. But then when you take a look at what's happening, uh, well, people are still shopping. And, they're not eating in restaurants and bars, but end of February, beginning of March, people were doing all that. We had spring break down here. It was crazy in Clearwater, not so much around my little beach where I go to. It was still very sparsely populated. People stayed apart, but they closed us down too. Even though we were trying to be good doobies, didn't matter. Hey, now. So that's the way it goes with that. So it's no beaching for me. I could go over to the Atlantic coast and there's beaches open on the Atlantic coast. Why don't they close them? I don't know. People are trying to get on their case about it. Um, we had people coming down from out of states, areas that might have been positive coming down here. So now, especially if you're from the New York area, they're actually going to make you uh, sequester somewhere, get a motel room, and sit there for 14 days. Can't do a thing. And if they catch you, they'll probably arrest you and give you a misdemeanor charge of, threatening public health. Could be a $500 misdemeanor uh, ticket, but people out there doing it. Up in Baltimore, or not in Baltimore, in Maryland, around Chesapeake Beach, Maryland, somebody decided to have a big party, bonfire. They already did it once, they did it again. This time they got reports to the local police. They went, shut him down, arrested the guy. Then a church down here, the minister had a service with full congregation against orders. He was arrested. He's already paid his fine and bond and got out of jail, $500. But they spanked the minister. They went to his house on Monday. They didn't break up the service, so that was nice. Yeah, the tickets will be contaminated, right? So if you have to handle a ticket, make sure you wash your hands afterwards. Soap, really warm water, friction and time, 20 seconds or more. Make a lot of foam. You need to break up the fat that's on the molecule, the virus. That's how you kill the virus. Alcohol, 1 part water to 5 parts bleach, twice the normal concentration for blood spill decon for this monster to use bleach and water. Usually it's 1 part in 10. Now it's 1 part bleach, 5 parts water. Isopropyl alcohol, any kind of alcohol, 65% or more. You don't need to bathe in sanitizer. You need to clean your hands all the time. If you touch your face, wash your face. Keep your hands away from your nose, out of your nose, away from your eyes, away from around your mouth. The virus gets in here, in the cells in your nose, and around your eyes, in your mouth, down in your trachea, and into your lungs. You're going to be infected. That's how it works, folks. It's a little molecule with a layer of fat on it. That's it. Break the fat layer, it dies. It's dead. It's fragile. But it isn't fragile if you can take advantage of you because you're being stupid and you won't wash your damn hands. Look, start to do it, okay? You never washed your hands, I know. You probably used a crapper and then you never even do anything. You used the toilet paper. I don't get it on my hands. Wash your hands. You take a whiz. Wash the damn hands. Don't you think you got stuff in between you know what? Yeah, wash them. Rub fingers with soap. Lather. On the show Another Dirty Room, you've watched me wearing gloves, playing around with soap and then getting some soap on my gloves and doing nasty gestures with my hands. That's what I want you to do with soap without gloves. I want you to rub them in and out of each of the little fingers. Make really nasty gestures with your fingers. Get that soap all over them so you can cut the fat on any molecules that are stuck to your nasty fucking skin. Yes, clean up those hands. That nasty face. Why don't you brush your teeth once in a while? Use some alcohol-based mouthwash and gargle for a long time. We're tired of smelling your bad breath. This is the time to let people know you are disgusting. We've been putting up with you, but now you can spread this deadly virus to us. We want you to fucking clean it up. Either that or stay in your hole and don't ever come out until you're done and everything is fine and you can walk out like the nuclear war is over and you can come outside and you can watch everything glow. All right, so good. I'm glad I'm getting a few laugh symbols and LOLs and other kind of indications that people maybe like what I'm saying. So my monitor went to sleep. I don't know where it is in terms of the processing time, so I can't update. So I don't know if you recognize this lovely vertical blind, but about a year ago I did some jamming in here and recorded it and put it up and made one of my ASMRs. Yes, well, it probably is that old, but I'll tell you one thing, these are well made, even though they're probably dated. I would say more like the 80s, early 80s. Yeah. The explorers say, I'm going to do day filming at that location soon. That sounds good. Remember, pan slowly. Give me a landscape orientation, not a portrait orientation. Don't talk at all. Don't narrate. Just be quiet. And maybe the recording will actually have something we can listen for in audio mode. Maybe we get a little, oh, Nick, I'm here. Nick, I'm here. I'm down in the dirt, Nick. I've been down here for 107 years, Nick. Please, let me come out one more time to see the light of day again. Please, Rick. I mean, Nick. I thought you were Rick. Al Stewart. And the year of the cat. I remember Al Stewart. Yeah. I definitely liked Al Stewart. Very good. Good artist. Good fun. Time passages. Yes, I remember that one too. Lyrics kind of hokey, but time passages. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Sitting on a park bench. Da, da, da. I got a splinter in my white ass. Da, 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 da. Aqualung. That's what you might get after being exposed to this virus. You develop a pneumonia and fluid builds up in your lungs, and then you will be aqualung. Rock out, because you'll be ready to check out when that happens. So don't spread the contamination and don't accept any contamination. Do you have your homemade masks? Did you notice on my Facebook page, I shared another way to make a mask with men's boxer briefs. Yes, you can put that right on your face. No, I'm sober. I've been working on this damn video for hours instead of doing something more positive like brain melting. But instead, I got a video here. It's not that long, so maybe you bastards will actually watch it all the way through instead of like for 3 or 4 minutes and give me like another 5 cents from the fuckers at YouTube who are like going to pay me $13 this month. Now, the reality is, this is not a time for me to have super chats and hope that you guys give me money. This is just time to keep on making videos. Make videos, do whatever I can here and there on the other social media, share information, share jokes, try to give something back. So, I didn't say so at the outset. There's nobody that's contributed, but for this point in time, I don't want any contributions, even though this is a super chat right now. So please, hold your money. You guys need it. If and when everything is normalized and everybody's back, stabilized, they've got their affairs back together, they paid their bills off, etc., then I'll start to look at trying to do some super chats, and you can throw me lots of money when you're back to normal economic health. Okay? And in the meantime, keep your money. Don't give it to me. And if you can contribute to other great causes out there that are timely now at this time, they need support, please do so. Well, if you've never been in normal economic help, then I hope that you don't give me money, right? I really, even in best times, anybody who can't afford shouldn't think they have any obligation to contribute. But if you're doing real well and the money's good and you want to share some with me to help me, then that's great. And then I'll turn around and use that money to buy gear, believe me, because I'm buying different things all the time now. Just buying a SD card that's 128 gigabytes is $50. Yeah, I mean, everything adds up, you know. But for now, that's on me. I'm writing it off as a business expense, but I would really hope to make some money at this. That was the whole idea, that I was actually going to be making money in entertainment, a little bit of money to help supplement my fixed income. And this money that's coming at us, why couldn't it just go to the ones who need it and not everybody? I don't know how many people would agree, but I don't need the $1,500 stimulus check. My mother, my wife, we don't need these. They send them to us. I'm going to be having to declare it as income, I'm assuming, and pay taxes on it. I don't know, unless it's tax-free money or some kind of crap. I don't have a job, so I'm not applying for unemployment. I don't even haven't reached the age to take my Social Security check yet. So I hope they don't steal all the money out of Social Security Trust Fund so that I can start to take mine out that I've actually been putting in since I was 17 years old, paying taxes as a worker. Yeah, I can use it to rent some dirty rooms and stuff. Yeah. Oh, it's not taxed, Matthew? Okay. Thank you. Well, wow. I guess I'll help stimulate the economy at some camera shop or something like that. Yes, you too. Mega Death Gig and Tour. Gigantor. Okay. Speaking of giggers, like myself, but musicians particularly, they taking it on the chin, aren't they? No places to play, places closed up. So, gig is to go out and, entertain for money. Yeah, at Costco 128, but I need a very high speed of transfer. Okay, it has to have a real high read write. Just because it's 128 gigabytes, that's not enough. It's got to work with the Sony video camera. It's a 4K, and you need transfer speeds that are higher. But thank you for the tip. I did find something on Amazon. Yeah, 4K transfer quality is what you need. Yeah. Nice, Nick Nitty. I thought it was nice Nitty. Yes, I love to camp, but right now, none of that going on. So, yeah, live performance, it's rare because where do you perform? But people are live streaming, and some people are live streaming and asking for donations online. So please, please, uh, all the venues are closed. I know. That's why people are trying to do this, and they're hoping to get a little bit of a tip by online means. There he is. My tapeworm also says, please, please help the people who cannot continue to make money that are entertainers. Please help us when we go online and do a live show for you on streaming video. Would you please throw us a penny? Thank you. My name is Tapeworm. Thank you for listening. So, somebody said they hoped Tapeworm would make an appearance, so luckily, Tapeworm did. Tapeworm is enjoying my hot dogs and beans tonight. Hi, Megan. What did you have for dinner? I had hot dogs and beans. You're welcome. 78 Chuck. I didn't have any Chuck roast. Oh, so my. I pushed the wrong button. I'm sorry if I've interrupted this thing. It says it's still clicking. I hate pushing these buttons. There's so many buttons. I can get in so much trouble with these buttons. Yeah, they drop out. These vertical pieces, they fall out of their little holder at the top and they drop out. And I can't get them back in because the little holes have gotten so big that they're too loose to stay back up. I just got a bottle of Jim Beam, 1.75 liter. No, I'm not going to be Stroganoff. Sean, did you not hear me? Oh, gosh, Sean. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate it, but I told everybody a minute ago, you may please refrain from donating, but now you're screwed. You already did it. All right, Sean. I will enjoy the $10. Thank you very much. That is very nice of you, but I guess that helps to pay for the whiskey. Hey, hey, Canadian whiskey. Well, I like Canadian whiskey. It's just sort of a blend, right? Give it to the homeless. Yeah, I gotcha. Oh my. So if people didn't know, oh, it's done. I'm rendered. Yay. Um, in Baltimore, some of the schools are actually making food and then passing out trays of food to students and to the general community if they're hungry. And all you have to do is know what school to go to and drive up and then take a plate. I've seen others doing this all across the country. If you're hungry, reach out for help. For God's sake, use your phone, use your internet, find some help. Thank you, Sean Arm. Yeah, you're a great guy too. Um, no one should go hungry in this country. Are they food drives in Florida too? Let's see. There you go. Since I don't have any school age children, I'm not aware of that, but I didn't see a report locally. I know that tomorrow, or no, Wednesday. Is tomorrow Wednesday? I think tomorrow's Wednesday, isn't it? Okay. At Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, if you pre register, and I don't know the process, and you're approved, they're doing drive through testing. Hey, Mickatator from England. Stay safe in England too. Save the Queen. Oh, cat food too. Yay. I hope you don't have to eat the cat food though. Hope it's for the cat, actually. Oh, yeah, I have a pension. I worked for Maryland government for 30 years, so I think I deserve some little thing for that. It's only a third of what I made, so it's not like a big pension. Some states and federal government give you much, much more. Maryland gives you about 28 to 33% of what you made, or your average of your three highest years' salary, I think, something like that. And I thank everybody who's saying things like, we missed you, stay safe. I appreciate your affection and love. I really do. It's what has kept me going. It's what motivated me to try to do a YouTube channel on my own. And even though I don't have any natural talent in videography or photography. So I'm trying. Good. I'm glad the cat eats the food. My dog has changed to a new diet because of health problem. Apparently, it's not uncommon. So he's being treated as a dog with food allergies. So the food has meat and vegetable, but no fluff, no bread, potatoes, other kind of junk. It's just meat and vegetables, and it actually smells pretty good. Thank you, Dr. Leonard. I'm glad that you're okay, or I hope that you are. I mean, it's kind of a morbid thing to ask, but I'll ask: is anybody watching suffering with the actual virus right now? Anybody willing to say? I'd love to hear of somebody who's surviving okay and almost over it, and that they were one of the group of people who get a mild case, relative mild, but still isn't that great. I hear it's pretty nasty. Yes, I know John Prine. I heard about that yesterday. John Prine is an American treasure. People say that about me, but he truly is. His folk rock music, uh, and he's been sharing for 40, 50 years. 20-year-old cat, that's great. Well, Dan and I did a podcast last night. Anybody who came in later and didn't hear at the very beginning of my chat, and it's already been put up. So, podcast episode 102, Rick returns with an all new erotica story. I know if you watch the podcast or listen to the podcast, you love erotica stories. Or maybe you don't. It's hard for me to say. I do it. You have to be subscribed to patreon.com. Dan set up as an artist a couple of years ago, and he's registered on patreon.com. You can register and get your login, etc., set up. Once you do that, then you could take a look for Dan Bella Podcast, and then you'll find that there is a charge. The first scat story. Oh, thank you, Explorers. One of our best moments. But for a reasonable $5 a month, you have access to all of the previous podcasts, in addition to a large catalog of older videos done by Dan, quite a few with yours truly, doing some of our early stuff together, our pseudo haunted shows, a Bigfoot investigation, a haunted cottage we investigated together. Cindy Slay. How are you doing? I don't know why I think Cindy Lee when I see your name, but it is Slay, of course. Welcome to the show. And Kendra from Tulsa, thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know. I know how to tie my shoes. Kendra, thank you for being impressed with that. Oh, pick up that guitar, young man. Now, I'm running out of battery, I hate to tell you. And I want to get this video up. And I'm rambling on for 35 minutes. So this will be up there under the list of videos. The category will be Rick's live streams. If you are unable to watch or all watch the whole thing, you can go back and watch it again that way. Anybody that missed us, you can do that as well. Monica M, thank you very much. Um, a little earlier, I tried to declare to people that I am asking people to save their money. Don't donate to me. Save it for yourself. You need the money now. You don't know what's coming. Hold your money. When we're through all this, and if you're okay then, and I do a live, feel free to donate. Like Cindy, I don't want you to donate. You need to hold on to your dollars. Everybody does. There's just too much uncertainty. I do too. So please, folks, I thank you for the willingness. Just keep your money right now. I'm not kidding. I don't want anything right now. Even if you wish to, I would to ask you to please hold it right now. So, but thank you again. So, one little tip to anybody who is newly out of work, and especially if you were in like food service, restaurants, bars, look at a temp agency. Look for doing some kind of an office duty. And you may find there are some job openings for you to work out of your home. If you have a computer, you may be able to get a job and continue to bring some money home when you can't work at your other job. So please, I hope you can find something. And if you can, I hope that the money you have, the money coming from the federal government, will help tide you over. And please also look out for your friends, of course, your family, your neighbor, anybody who you become aware of that's in need. Let's all reach out. We did a little something today, no big deal. We shopped for somebody who can't get out, and we don't want them to go out to the stores because she's an older lady and she's immune compromised, so we don't want that. So another time I will promise I will do a guitar session, just a guitar session. I'll just jam. Good for you. Just got a post, if you didn't see, the person is shopping for their dad, and another one's shopping for their son. That's that's the way to share the love. So my last thing I will say is when you go out, and I need you to hear this because I've been saying it over and over again, but it's important. Social distancing, 6 feet. To be honest with you, technically, that may not be enough. 6 feet may not be enough. If someone sneezes right at you and they're 6 feet away, you hit, the particles have hit all over your face, okay? Because you might be able to sneeze 10 or more feet, the particles in your nose. Number two, I don't care what it might look like, but feel free to wear even any kind of mask at all you can get, even a homemade thing or a bandana. It's something. But don't think it is protecting you. It's a backup. It will definitely protect someone else from you. Because if you hack and sneeze and this mask, it all stays in the mask. It doesn't go through because everything coming out of us is wet. We're a bottle of water and we sneeze and cough with droplets attaching to whatever foreign matter we might expel. So if it's a virus, if it's a bacteria, if it's just loogie, You know, the mask will keep it. And then last thing, because if you've ever heard me, you know that I've been in some pretty rough situations and dirty situations with another dirty room. I am wearing a mask, but when I get out there, in addition, and I find someone who's getting too close to me, I will turn my head away and I will hold my breath and I will walk right past them. And I don't care if it's rude. If they're not wise enough to know by now that everybody should stay away from everybody, then I guess they need to be given a reality check. So just do it. I had a lady who actually walked up behind me 2 days ago at the store and was right behind me. I mean, she was like breathing over my shoulder, looking at something to my right, actually, and so over this shoulder. And I went that way. And then I told her, lady, what's wrong with you? And she's wearing gloves. But she's like all over you? I said, ma'am, when someone's getting something at the store and it's where you want to go, let them get their thing and then walk. When they walk away, go get it. And then you take a lesson and do the same thing. Let's try to give everybody a lot more space. When you get to the line to buy your stuff, don't stop giving space. All right, so PPEs. Uh, how many people removed asbestos or lead-based paint or has another hazardous job? And you have a respirator and you have the HEPA filtered cartridges screwed in. Well, there you go. Wear that damn thing. It's ugly as hell, but it'll protect you. And then, if you don't have something like that, you could get the, like the 3M KN95 mask if they were in stock. If you tried to find them now, you'll find, delivery in July. So,
Order them now?
I ordered masks actually, and oh, you removed lead and didn't wear anything? Okay, well, that's another topic, Earl of Baltimore. I looked into lead poisoning for about 4 years as well. After I did the asbestos, then I did other toxic substances, hazardous waste, air pollution, worker safety and health, and then I got into healthcare, and for 25 years I went through hospitals and other healthcare facilities. So I've been in many interesting, nasty environments. Well, I'm glad it was years ago because the symptoms would have been short term. Do you mean lead paint or LED paint, the kind that glows? I'm just being bad. You missed your A. Uh, and I'm an A all the time. A hole. All right. I'm going to try to upload this video to YouTube for the midnight crowd. It'll be up in time for you to see midnight on the eastern seaboard. If not, tomorrow will be fine. It's not going anywhere. And I am a survivor. And I want you all to be a survivor with me. Okay? So, take care of yourselves. Take care of your family, friends, and loved ones. Take care of Mickatator in the United Kingdom. And people, for Owens Corning, the fiberglass, that's another story. God bless you all. Love from me to you. Stay tuned for more fun stuff from me and Dan. And don't forget Brennan Evangelista on Uncharted Travel. And Jake Williams on Bright Sun Films. Between the four of us, There's always something coming out. So I hope that you find something you'd like. And you all stay well. And God bless us all. Bye-bye.